City of Palms podcast. Thank you for watching, viewing, and subscribing. It's episode 64.
It's just you and me, dude.
We're in it.
Just a
For the
reminder,
long haul.
Nothing is a Coincidence shirts are available now. You can get them by contacting us on any social media. Click over to our Instagram. You can just message us about getting yourself a shirt or email us at citypalmspodcast@gmail.com.
Yep. So, on to with today's episode. It's been a long one. Or it's been a long time since we've done this.
Yeah.
It has been a long one though. It took us a while to set up and stuff tonight.
Yeah, it's a late night, man.
It is a late night. Friday night we're recording this.
Both worked all day.
Yep. For me though, I'm happy it's a 3-day weekend though. Labor Day weekend this Monday. I don't really have too much planned. Nothing special going on. But
Yeah, it'll be a good one. I work. Oh, I'm off tomorrow. That'd be cool. But I work the other days.
true.
But I think I get time and a half on Monday, so that's pretty dope.
Oh, true. Working
And I'm going to that Estero store pretty soon, dude.
When does that open?
I heard it got pushed back again. The official opening is October 6th.
October.
Yeah. And they said that's when they're making the decision about the first person to get promoted. So, Chiboy may be the first person. Hopefully. Fingers crossed.
Aldi. Holler at your boy.
You think it's bad that we mention the company a lot?
I don't think so, dude.
I feel like
honestly.
it's fine. I'm not like slandering the company. It's a great company. They take good care of me.
Yeah. I don't think that's bad.
Yeah. I think the only thing I would reveal is that I'm not going to do it forever. But that's obvious. You know, I've told them that.
Yeah. So, man, what's new, bro? What do we talk about, man? We could get in right away because, I mean, off rip, man, I'm feeling great. I'm feeling spunky because last night was my first night back in the gym.
Yes.
And you
Weird coincidence. Both of us were in the
Hey.
gym last night. We didn't talk to each other about that. We
I know.
both did it.
I know. Yeah, different gyms for anyone wondering. But yeah, we both did it. I went with my boy Austin. Shout out Kuntz. Yeah, he finessed his way in, and it's pretty cool. I don't know about Planet Fitness, but ATC, when you walk in, you walk up to this thing and get your temperature scanned.
No.
It's like you have to look into this like camera, and it reads you back like 97.3. Yeah,
Whoa.
Yeah. So like it's like a green light, and so I'm like, okay, that's high tech, and I feel good now. And then like it automatically when it reads you back that I'm green, because like for a second I was like, what if I'm feeling a little hot all of a sudden?
The doors just lock and they're like, COVID.
No, I'm like, I just want to work out, dude. Honestly, I was like, I don't want to just like, they're like, oh, your temperature's too high, you can't work out. That was like my worst fear. That thing came back green. It was like all the pre-workout you needed, bro. I was hyped. And so, yeah, walked up in, hit chest. My chest is sore.
So did I, dude. I mean,
Yeah.
I guess mine was more of like a shoulder day.
Nice. Yeah, I ended on the bag, too. Since I had Kuntz there, he hit focus mitts. We hit focus mitts for a little bit, too. Focus pads. So, that was fun. Yeah, it's always fun.
Yeah. I gotta say, dude, I've like almost like my hype for like working out, my like appreciation for it and like excitement for it is just like reinvigorated lately.
Absolutely, for sure.
Just
dude.
because of what I've been learning. Like I've just been reading a lot about like, like what I've learned over the years with like physical therapy and working out and everything, just like really figuring out what's going to work for me,
Mm-hmm.
And I really feel like calisthenics that I've started is like what, like it makes me excited to work out, makes me excited to go to the gym. Cause it's like, for me, at least, like the way I'm like trying to plan it out is like kind of makes it feel like a video game where there's like these techniques I want to learn and these like, forms I want to master and strength I want to achieve so that I can do these certain moves. It's like a martial arts kind of, you know what I mean? To where like you train every day and discipline yourself and commit to it so that like you could do one of those like flying kicks, like kick a board, like achieve something with that strength you just built. And that's what calisthenics feels like, where I see these moves that seem like you would need superhuman strength to complete. People doing them. So I'm just thinking like, yo, if I keep at this, like I could be doing that. You know what I mean? Like if it was like learning a backflip, you think, oh, I can't even fathom like jumping backwards and flipping all the way around, but you do it. And yeah, I'm hyped, bro. It was a really good feeling. It's weird how much different working out in a gym is compared to, cause the only equipment I used when I was there, cause I was just kind of testing the waters with like some of these forms and stuff. And I used the pull-up bar, the dip bar, and then, some like cable things to do Australian pull-ups, but that's all I use, and a wall, but that's all I used. I didn't use any like machines or anything like that.
Really?
Yeah, but like it was pretty packed whenever I went. I was surprised. It's like 8 or 9 at night.
Oh, true. Yeah, that's usually a slower time for ATC. And that's when I went. I went at 8, and I really like going. The later the better though with those 24-hour gyms,
Yeah.
But Yeah,
That's why I was tempted to go tonight after the podcast because it'll be dead.
I know,
And
me
like
too.
I was gonna hit legs. I cannot wait. That's one thing I'm so excited. Like
I
even
know.
how tired and sore I am right now, and I want to take like a rest day. I want to hit legs so bad.
Dude, I started my chest day yesterday. I was waiting for Kuntz to get there, so I just did 3 sets, 5 reps of squats with a plate on each side, 135. Just the best feeling for not doing that for however many months. No, but for not even being in the gym for, a solid. I lost track, but honestly, like what was it, 5 to 6 months? No gym, no gym, home workouts or whatever, body weighted squats. But to be able to, dude, barbell squat like that, I was like, let's go, dude.
Can you believe I've never used a squat rack?
Press to stop.
I've never used a squat rack ever in my entire life. I was thinking about that today because I was thinking about how little I bench.
So I'm currently looking for a new co-host to replace someone who has squatted, someone who has benched, not a Smith machine, on an actual press. I'm playing. You have though. You had to have squatted.
No, I cannot.
Weight training in high school?
No,
Never
I don't.
squatted?
I don't think I ever did squats. No. Wow. And it just got to the point where like I didn't have access to a
That's
squat rack.
crazy for a skater.
Right? Because and Angelo makes fun of me too because I
squats.
ask Angelo like whenever I'm doing like before my injury when I was planning out my like leg days and stuff, I would ask him because he's real big on fitness. I was like, what are some good exercises to really like work your quads and like I'm really trying to trigger my quads and this and that. And he's like, squats. And this is squats with the rack, like with the barbell. I've never done that. I've done squats, like I do that with like dumbbells and shit. But I've never used the rack. You know what I'm saying?
Mm-hmm.
And he said that. He's just like, well, that is like the best way to like
Absolutely.
for a leg day. I never used it.
Yeah, dude.
I use the leg press a lot.
Yeah, that's good too. No, but I think I've talked to you about the 1,000-pound club before. Yeah,
Yep.
There's all different machines and exercises you can do to build muscle for sure. But there's 3 things that, dude, I promise you, if you literally just had a way to do these 3 things in a gym or outside of a gym, which is bench press, deadlift, and squat.
And see, those are 3 I almost never do.
Those are key because, bench, you've got building chest, building tris, a little shoulder action. Squats, you've got a lot of everything. It's back, leg, all your legs. Deadlift, you got back, you got legs, core, working a lot. And it's really, deadlifts are low-key working everything, I feel like. Ooh, pen to the mic. Low-key working everything because, you're like pulling, holding for a second. You're holding a lot of weight with everything for a second. That's like everything. I love deadlifting. That's like the best feeling.
How much do you deadlift?
Like I said, been out of the gym for like a long time, but in my prime.
Like what's like a gauge? Because I know like kind of like benching what like the gauge is of like, oh, you can actually bench a lot.
I'm gonna get shit for it. Like mine's never been like too high, and I've never really maxed out on deadlift just because I wanted to go for doing reps over just doing one solid rep because that's just like why, you know what I mean? Never really curious to see how much I could,
yeah.
But I do reps with like 225 for like solid reps like of 10, and that was heavy. Like you should highly advise to wear like a safety belt, like that belt going around. Zach's really good at deadlifts, man. Zach just deadlifted like I think he sent me, it was like 315.
315.
Yeah.
And see, and those are 3 exercises that I've never really done. And I guess it's just because like either not having access to the equipment or now I'm at Planet Fitness and not to call out more companies, Jesus, but like the gym I use now, they just have the Smith machines and like I don't know, I guess it's just because like I've already built workouts that like fully exhaust my muscles around all these other things because I didn't have those capabilities, that now that those capabilities are here, I'm just kind of like resistant to like go over there and put them into my workout, you know what I mean?
Yeah.
I just need to like go over there and just like start fucking around.
Bro, have I ever told you about the time I left Planet Fitness?
Yeah.
How I quit?
Wait, Nick,
have I ever told it on the podcast?
No, you
I don't
haven't.
think I
Let's
have.
hear this.
Okay,
I think I heard parts of it.
Right. So for the listeners, so again, to bring up my boy Kuntz, shout out Kuntz. We've been working out on and off for a while now, but we're always those workout partners get back together. But Planet Fitness, when we worked out at Planet Fitness, and the thing I like about Kuntz is we like what's cool with like when it comes to gym stories with us is like him and I have been to every gym. Like when I used to go to Anytime, brought him with me. Then we got memberships at Planet Fitness, then like LA, now ATC, and it's been ATC Alico ever since.
Mm-hmm.
But so So yeah, it's been ATC illegal ever since. But when it was Planet Fitness, we both were fed up with how Planet Fitness acted, because I don't know how it was. I don't know how it is now. But when I was there, you couldn't wear tank tops. You couldn't bring a gallon of water in. You couldn't slam weights. Like, you couldn't even drop weights. Like, you know, when you're dumbbell benching and you're like, you know, you're done with your set of 10 and maybe you're on like your second or third set, you're kind of getting gassed out, as you should be, because in the gym, I believe you should be like pushing yourself, exerting yourself past that limit, still maintaining control though, obviously. But so I throw the weights down and they throw an alarm on, alert the whole gym. It's called a lunk alarm. And like they say it's a judgment-free zone, but they portray, they say it's a judgment-free zone, but there was a cartoon picture of like, don't be this guy. And it was like, they had a name for it. Don't be maybe it was a lunk, I don't know, but it was like jacked guy, backwards hat, cut off, jug of water. And it's like, don't be this guy. It's like, what if I want to be that guy? I don't, but I'm saying like,
or they like you're judging
you're
that guy by
you're
saying
judging that guy.
And I always thought that too, because
Yeah.
I got lunk alarmed once. I obey the rules. Like, as much as I want a fucking, can I just bring a jug of water? Like, why is that a big deal? You know, because like I have either a water bottle or I always forget it in the car, because like I don't carry water bottles around with me.
Jugs of water are cheaper. I literally go to Publix,
more cost effective,
pick up 5,
and I drink so much water in a workout that like I don't want to drink the whole jug or like water bottle after like 2 exercises and then go over to the fountain and fill it back up, and then like just bring a jug.
It is cool that they have the fill things that they
they've got clutch water
flex, but that's
I got lunked on accident though, because I put my like the benches that like you can adjust to be like elevated or flat or whatever. I set my weight on them a certain way, like the dumbbells I was using. I set them on there a certain way, and then I went to adjust it without remembering, like, oh, those are gonna like roll. So I adjusted it, and then I had my headphones in, and then they rolled and then fell off and fell everywhere, and then I got lunk alarmed. And I was like one of the only people in the gym, because it was way late at night, like one of those late night sessions, and I was just looked at him and I was like, what the fuck? It's an accident, dude. Like, I'm not chucking the dumbbells.
Yeah, that's
lunk alarm me.
That's ridiculous, dude. They're on something.
I like it.
There.
I tell Angelo the same thing. I like Planet Fitness because it has everything I need, and I don't really need some of these machines. I don't really need to like have some of these capabilities other gyms have. As cool as it would be, like I loved Around the Clock, bro. I really liked it whenever I went there, but I just like can't justify paying more for like because Planet Fitness does have everything I need at the core. You know what I mean?
That's true. Yeah, no, I feel that.
And one last thing I was going to say before we move on is what you were saying about the bench. Like, there's certain, like, these core exercises that just work everything. That's how I felt about, like, the stuff I added in last night. Like, the pull-up and everything. Like, the new way that I've been trying to, like, learn these. Your dog. Gohan's got to go out. But, like, my whole, like, every muscle is sore. Because, like, you use every muscle to, like, get yourself up there. You know what I mean?
No,
Plus, on top of, like, the handstand holds and all that shit.
Yeah.
I'm gassed.
No, that'll happen for sure. But no, to get back to my story about leaving Planet Fitness. So yeah, I think we had gotten lunked like once or twice before it happened. Like, we're not trying to get lunked, but it just happens. And then so we're working out. We're doing like chest the dumbbell presses or something. And they lunked me once, and we were already starting to get pissed because we were seeing significant gains, and Planet Fitness, their dumbbells only go up to like 60s or 50s or something like that. And so we were like, yo, we can already like do this weight. It's not like really challenging us here. So, cause we were just trying to get swole at the moment, dude. I was on like mass gainer, creatine, pre-workout. And I was just like, bro, I'm trying to get swole. Like, I'm trying to lift 80s. And, cause I was doing that. I was like, when I switched to ATC, I was chest pressing, 80s for 3 sets of 10. Yeah, bro.
Dude, I remember when you curled the like 50s that Brian English had, and me and Gabe were both like, oh dude, like try to do a rep, and Gabe couldn't even, and you came up and do multiple reps with 50s. I'm like, that boy trains.
Yeah, bro, that boy trains. And now I'm going back harder than ever. Quarantine it, like, not to stray away from the story, but quarantine like strengthened my mind, letting me know like that I couldn't go to the gym. And now that I'm back in, it's like unleash the beast. But anyway, dude, we got mad, and I'm like, Kuntz, you down to just quit, bro? And I'm like, and he's like, yeah. I'm like, all right, I'm gonna give him a lunk for a lunk, bro. So I threw them weights down, and they lunked me again, and I threw my headphones out. I'm like, yo, I quit. I was like, I just want to quit the gym. I was like, I'm leaving. I'm done with this. And I was like, cancel my membership. And then like she was like, oh, okay, you got to come sign all this paperwork. I'm like, all right, sign paper. It took a little longer than I expected too, so I'm like, all right, next page.
Like filling out
I'm like,
surveys. How was your
Yeah.
experience? What's your reason for leaving, bitch ass motherfuckers?
Yeah, and then I'm like, done. And I remember saying something. I was like, this gym sucks. Like, I'm going across the street to ACC. Like, y'all are sorry. Fuck, take that alarm out of here. And then I left. Never looked back. Greatest decision I ever made in my life. Greatest decision. For real. Planet Fitness, if you're watching, hit us up for the endorsement. I'll support you. No.
Ad section goes.
They're the greatest gym. Get your black card today for $10 a month. No judgment free zone. Just keep your water jug, your tank top out. Don't slam the weights. Don't come past 6. Weekends are closed. Thanks, Planet Fitness. Thanks for everything.
How long have we been going? Is it time for a break?
I think it's time for a break, yeah.
All right, we're going to take a quick break. We'll be back for part 2 in just a minute.
Yeah.
Have you ever thought about starting your own podcast? When I was trying to get this podcast off the ground, I had a lot of questions. How do I record an episode? How do I get my show into all the apps people like to listen? How do I make money from my podcast? The answer to every one of these questions is really simple. Anchor. Anchor is a one-stop shop for recording, hosting, and distributing your podcast. Best of all, it's 100% free and ridiculously easy to use. And now, Anchor can match you with great sponsors who want to advertise on your podcast. That means you can get paid to podcast right away. In fact, that's what I'm doing by reading this ad. And let me tell you guys a little bit about Anchor. So, like I said, it's a one-stop shop, distributing, you put your podcast on. It couldn't be easier to use. My brother and I, when we started this podcast, we're looking around for a website. Where do we get our podcast up and running? How do we get it? Literally those exact questions. How do we get it on iTunes? How do we get it on Spotify? And I was trying to do that stuff by myself. And that's when I started looking up. And there's other ones you can use like JPod and all that. But let me tell you, Anchor, nobody's going to do it as great as Anchor. And most of all, it's free. So that's what you always do, man. That's what you love, is Anchor being free. So if you've always wanted to start a podcast, make money doing it, go to anchor.fm/start. That's anchor.fm/start to join me in the diverse community of podcasters already using Anchor. Once again, that's anchor.fm/start. I can't wait to hear your podcast.
We're back. Welcome back to the City of Palms podcast.
Hope you enjoyed the ads.
Hope you enjoyed them. So where are we at? Let's go. You asked a question.
Yeah, earlier this morning I was thinking about it because I was looking at the Tony Hawk Pro Skater 1 and 2 remake, and I was like watching some YouTubers like talk about it and stuff, and it got me thinking about all those like legendary pro skaters and everything. And I was thinking like how we did the hip hop like top 5 MCs of all time, or like greatest lyricists of all time, or whatever. It was just making me think like like if I had to pick a Mount Rushmore of skateboarding, what 4 people would I put on that mountain? And so I texted you because I thought of my answer, and I thought of like, I think that's a solid like those 4 people. And so I asked you because I'm really curious what you think.
Okay.
You want to give yours first, or should I give mine first?
You should give yours.
Okay, so what I was thinking, because I think what made me originally start my list was Rodney Mullen and Tony Hawk. Those like were the two names being
Staples.
Yeah, 2 names being talked about, because that's what it was. I was watching a Sam Tabor video, shout out Sam Tabor, where he was reviewing or reacting to a Rodney Mullen video part from Tony Hawk Pro Skater 1, and that's when you see all his like classic clips from like
Gohan, relax, bud.
interns going crazy, bro.
So silly.
But when he had like the lines of picnic tables and he'd do like nose manny, 360 shove manny to nose manny,
The
nollie
yellow
flip
tables.
out, and like and he'd do like and he would like mirror his own tricks. One time he did a tray flip dark slide to fakie, and then a switch tray flip dark slide to regular.
Wow.
And then he did like a back 5-0, front shove to 5-0, and then a front 5-0, back shove to 5-0, like mirrors his tricks.
Wow.
And it makes me realize like no one did those tricks back then, and not even that many people do them now. You know what I'm saying? Like the shit he
for
did.
sure.
He does on one picking table a front crook, hops over to nose grind. Like to be able to do that with just your front
insane.
foot. People don't do that. So I was like, he's definitely on my list. Tony Hawk, obviously, because the video games, and like he's like the most monumental skateboarder of all time.
Staple.
So them 2, and then my other 2 on the list would be Gons, because he is just like his own section of skateboarding too. Like he's one of those people too, where it's like, no one was doing that, and like just his style of skateboarding, just seeing it as an art form, and just him as an artist. And then my 4th, this one was kind of difficult, but I think I would put Nigel Houston as the 4th.
Fuck.
Because he is like in a realm of his own, you know? Like
Our
the
list is like the
skateboarding
same,
he does.
fucker.
Oh, is it?
For real, yeah, it is. It really is close. Similar.
Okay, so let's see what yours are.
So literally my 3, so right off rip, because I had 3. I had 3 going in, and then so I've got my 4th one.
Okay.
But so Tony Hawk,
Of course.
Rodney Mullen, Nigel Houston. So we got the same 3.
Dang.
And then the one
Interesting that you said Nigel as well.
Yeah, and that's to dive in. It's like we were kind of talking before the show. It's like anyone really listening, if you know Nigel, it's like not only is he one of the most talented skaters in the world, but it's like the dedication it took to get there. He's been a pro skater since he's been contest skating for so long, and like
Yeah,
you know,
dude. Think in the first Tony Hawk game he was in, Project 8. He was like fucking 9 or 12 or something like that.
Yeah, exactly. So he had to be on there. Zion Wright is on mine. Yeah, don't laugh because here's why.
I want to hear this.
Because it's in my opinion. First off, this is my Mount Rushmore. This was the question for me.
Yeah.
And so I'm from Florida. He's from Florida, not too far away from Jupiter. Shout out Deerfield. We're the same age. What he's done in skating, dude, is like I watched him on Am Scramble because I think you talked about him.
Yeah.
And watched him on that before he really became pro. But what he's done since he's become pro, like him and Jamie Foy, it's almost like there's only 4 on Mount Rushmore, but both of them is like got out of Florida and just continued to show that like, yo, this is what we're about. Like,
and the brute force like that goes into both their skating, like the way they just slam that front truck into like a nose guard.
And I've met both of them. They both have a presence that is like, it's like an aurora. It's like Nate Travelers has, like, you know, it's like how those
that
certain
aura,
people, they have that aura. And I don't know what I tried to say at first.
Aurora.
Aurora. Coral Reef. No, but like they carry themselves well. So.
And what amazes me about Zion, I mean Jamie Foy too, but like what amazes me about him is like how well he skates tranny as well. Like the dude is so good as a street skater, and he can still do like Mick twists on like damn near a vert ramp. You know, I mean I've never seen him skate a vert ramp, but like on a bowl, big. You know, he skates he'll do the X Games street and he'll do the X Games park. You know, like the big, like the bowls and shit, you know, and he kills it. He's up there with like, you know, all those dudes.
Yeah.
That are like bowl skaters.
There's a lot of skaters that, I mean, you know, 4 is obviously for Mount Rushmore. It's very limited. So when it comes to who all has made an impact, like
who else do you think? If like, what would be the next 4 of yours?
I mean, okay, I'd say
there's so many
to move
that.
on to a generation, like I'd say, because those are all in the staple of, you know, skating. You couldn't go anywhere without people we just named. But then like, to carry it over, skating has changed in such a way that I feel like there'd be new people up there with the way skating is now. For instance, I haven't really given this one too much thought. This is just an on-air question we just arrived on. But like the glitch.
I was just thinking.
Aurelio Gillard. Like,
that's
dude,
what you were trying to say earlier.
Yeah, exactly. I was trying to say him. What he does on a skateboard is out of this world. Dude, he's every day. He's like a troll, but with his skill set, I'm like...
Everyone's commenting like, "What the fuck?"
Yeah, and then the next day it's
like,
another thing, and it's another thing, and he's like, dude, he's been doing like the like tray flip lip, 1-footed lip.
What?
Literally lands on like
Cross-foot
a yeah, and like dude, he did that. I think it was a ghetto bird. He did something over a stair set, landed onto another skateboard.
That's fucking wild.
I'm like, dude, that is.
Because think on King of the Road, Nigel. I mean, it was down like a 10 stair, 8 stair, or something like that. But Nigel did a kickflip down a stair set to land on the board. That
but
was
not,
like a
not
6
board
stair.
on board. He kickflipped the board and rolled away on another board, right?
Yeah.
Right.
That's what that dude did. Hard flip,
landed
back
on the
180,
board?
landed on the board.
So Nigel landed on the board
Yes.
too? Oh, wow.
Yes. But it was like a King of the Road silly challenge where like it took him a while. It took him like hours
I remember
to do
that.
it, I think.
I remember
but,
that.
Yeah, kickflips onto another skateboard on top of the other grip tape. And that dude not only went down like a 6 stair, he did a back 180 trick. He did a hard flip back, which alone.
He ghetto bird, right?
Yeah, alone.
Yeah.
I don't like calling it a ghetto bird because I always heard, bro, I don't know if you can see, but Gohan's like eliminating my arm. But I don't like calling it that because I heard the ghetto bird is when you do a hard flip and then like a front 180 because it was originally on a slope, I think. Like you go up a slope and you do a hard flip and then like.
Would that not just be a front side flip?
No. I'm saying it's hard to like describe it with words. Like you'd go up, if I'm goofy, you go up hard flip, and then. Yeah, I think I heard the ghetto birds the other way, where you do a hard flip and I don't fucking know. I'm talking out my ass.
Oh no, I kind of understand what you're saying. I guess.
I've heard people call it hard flip revert or something. It's like what they'll call the thing. Chris Jocelyn and that French guy do. Dude, you're biting me way too hard, man.
Get him. So he would be on it. Another guy that would be on it for the new age would be like, what's his name? Milton Martinez.
Yeah, that dude's
Ripper.
crazy. That dude's crazy.
He's younger, right?
Yeah, he's probably
Ripper.
like maybe like 26. I don't know
Ripper.
actually. I'm not sure.
He rips. I don't know. I can't even think about that one.
It's those dudes.
There's a
yeah,
lot of people, bro.
They're doing
Jocelyn,
Jaws. He's like, he's in his own realm with the things.
I feel like he wouldn't even. Yeah, he deserves like a statue. He wouldn't go on Mount Rushmore, but he deserves a statue.
Yeah, he gets a monument.
Arizona. Yeah, for sure. Like, just because there's no one on that realm ever. Like, there's no one that can compete with Jaws, and that ever probably will. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
I don't think anyone will ever be on that level.
For real. And even, it was crazy. The dude we were just talking about, I don't know how to pronounce his name.
My bad. I didn't mean to cut you off, but Jaws, he is multi-talented. Like, he doesn't just do splats. And some of the stuff he does when he splats, like, he'll do, like, not only just an ollie off something big, but he'll, like, kickflip melon off something huge.
Yeah.
I'm like, what? That's so gnarly.
Yeah, he kills tranny, too.
He does. He does.
Dude, what's his name? The French guy. That I don't know how to pronounce his name.
Let's call him Garage. Let's call him Garage. The glitch.
Say the glitch. He is like, he jumped down the Leon 20 stair, or 25 or whatever.
I saw that.
He jumped down it just like during quarantine, like, just like for
that.
Instagram. He didn't do it. I think he broke his board, but like he like chilled down it. He was just chilling. Have you been skating a lot?
Yeah, I mean, I've been skating every week.
You've been going to veterans here and there, right?
Yeah, for sure. I've been skating every week, multiple times a week. Skating when I can. Skating tomorrow.
Where are you going tomorrow?
I don't know. No, I'm skating.
Yeah, I've got a day full of editing tomorrow.
Should we get a listener questionnaire in or something? Just real quick before we go.
Yeah, real quick before we go. Let's draw a listener question. This has been an easier episode because we had to reschedule a guest earlier in the week. So me and Danny just throwing this one together. And Gohan is like destroying my arm.
All right, we're going to get a listener question.
Let's hear what the listeners want to know. Until we get your drum kit all figured out over there. I'll be the drum kit. Doing shit. Doing shit.
All right. He's right back. Go on, chill. If you could change places with anyone in the world, who would it be and why? So, I'm going to be real.
I feel like we both have the same answer.
I'm going to be real. I wouldn't change with nobody because I love my life and I love my wife and I love my family and I love everything that I just love everything about my life. Except for my job. Shout out. but that's getting worked out. But so if I no, and that's a joke too. If I could, I'm blessed for that job, bro. But if I could just hypothetically, just to entertain the question.
Yeah.
Saying I had nothing going for me. I had no job. I was homeless. No love life. No kids. No family. And if I could entertain that and want to change lives with anybody, I would definitely have to say, can I be Nigel Houston? Because I want to know what it is like to skate on that level.
Yeah, what would it feel like to grind down a rail on your back trucks for like 35 feet?
It would be cool to be Nigel for many reasons. 1, the skill set. 2, the bank account.
For real.
3, the tats. Just I don't like, you know what I mean? I don't know what all. Fuck me, dude. I don't know what I just tried to say. I like spazzed out, dude. It's like it's like a PS2 glitch when you're playing PS2, the San Andreas glitch. No, but I don't know what all his tattoos are, but just like
to look
he's
at
covered.
His tattoos.
Yeah, he's covered. I'd be like, yo, this is sick.
I've always thought about that too. Whenever you
Sick.
see someone that's fully tatted, I'm like, yo, I wonder what all their tattoos are.
No, because exactly, yeah. And when
the more you look, they're like, oh, there's an eyeball there. There's like, oh, a compass.
yeah,
and like, oh, a
there's
woman's
always
face.
something new, yeah. But dude, when I look down, I like my tattoo. I love it. I like smile. I can only imagine if you look down everywhere. There's a tattoo.
Oh, it's a good feeling to look down and see this.
I bet. Yeah.
But that's why I want, dude. That's why I want like hand tattoos and like another. I was just thinking today what I would get on this arm if I would like.
I don't think I'm gonna get hand tattoos or a neck tattoo because I want to like be to the point where in a tuxedo you can't see that I have a tattoo.
Some what's the dude?
Adam Levine or whatever.
Adam Levine.
Yeah.
Fully tatted. Or MGK's like that too. MGK's fully tatted. It's just like
Really?
up to his like if he like takes off his.
But I don't
shirt.
think I'd get fully tatted. Like I don't think I'd get all over my rib cage and stomach and stuff. But I definitely want 2 sleeves, and I want sleeves like what you were saying, like how it just kind of looks like
the more you look, the
Google
more there
gobble
is.
from afar. But then like once you get close, it's kind of like whoa, there's like a face.
That's the thing about
there's, like,
sleeves is like they look like when you see like the dude on YouTube we were watching. It's like yo, his sleeves badass. You don't even really know what it is. It's just like the way it kind of like. That's why I like the little. Wings on this because it like I don't know it just like gives a vibe when you look at my arm, you know what I mean?
Yeah.
But then if you actually look at it, like makes a scene. But dude, you look good with the sleeve for real.
Thanks, man. I won the Catharsis giveaway. I don't know if we've announced that.
You
on
manifested
here.
that.
I manifested that, dude.
Heavy.
And I still have yet to talk to him to see what's good, but I really want to get the half sleeve going here or at least get it started. But I also really want a sword going down the back of my arm. I want a half sleeve more because
I would say
I would never see.
with the amount of time
You've never seen the skulls on your arm. You know what I mean? On the back of your arm.
Oh yeah,
Unless you
I
look in the
forget I
mirror.
have it. I forget I have it.
Yeah, like you don't see that, you know?
Yeah, I would say if you want a full sleeve eventually, I would either start with the sword in the back, like just do that one with the amount of time you have given to you right now, or start with something on your thing, because like you won't have enough money to like really like fill something in heavy. I don't think.
Yeah, and because if I were to save up eventually for that, and then something that could like lead into like a little,
And you
bit,
could tell him that too. Like as you're like, you could just tell him kind of your game plan for like long term, and then he could tattoo it in a way so that he knows like we're gonna continue on with
yeah,
this.
because I want Steven at Catharsis, shout out, to do my entire left arm and maybe follow up into a chest piece, and then on the right arm is where I wouldn't mind like someone just like random face and swirl like up like like a sleeve. I don't know though, honestly, because it's just expensive. Like I want them so bad. They're so expensive.
It's pricey to get good tattoos, but it's so worth it.
You should learn it. If I bought a gun and stuff, would you learn, dude? Because I learned.
That's a dedication.
No,
dude.
because No, it's not. Because I figured. Dude, I mean, it's an investment, but think about it. You could do it. You can draw really good.
I know, but it's
what's
like
the
a whole. You'd have to be like to be a tattoo apprentice. Like there's so much to learn about a tattoo machine that like to get the effects of
Get
like
a honeydew. Practice.
a what? Oh, a honeydew.
honeydew.
Just
A
buy some
melon.
melons and just
Yeah, bro.
on my break at work, just grab a honeydew and
Or tattoo yourself. Tattoo like the
just,
bottom
this
of your
just like
foot.
Johnny Depp.
Tattoo your heel, because that'll be gone in like 5
I'd
years.
tap myself heavy if I was practicing. I'd put like just a little like
Smiley
doodle
face.
skull and crossbones or something. But that's the thing is like it's not like drawing. Like I have a feeling I've never tried, but I feel like it's much harder because like think you're going into skin and it's like you have to figure out how deep to like penetrate because if you go too far you fuck up like their
Some people
skin.
don't. Yeah, some people don't. Some tattoo artists are like tattooing and they don't.
No,
You
I know, yeah. And that's why like there's people who are doing it professionally that still don't do it that great. And that's how people are like, "Oh, dude, how much was your tattoo?" And I say, "Oh, it was such and such amount." And they'll say, "Oh, my dude could do that for like $200 for real." And I'm like, "Okay, I'm not going to your guy though,
Yeah, for
because
real.
it's $200." You know what I'm saying? Like it's
Yeah.
like it's worth the money for a reason because it's a very like intricate artwork. You know what I mean?
Absolutely.
That's why I could do it probably, but it would take me like years of practice to be
I
able
mean,
to do.
you're not
like,
doing that. You're not doing that. Like something Colin
no,
could
even
do.
anything for you, like anything
off
you'd
rip,
want. Like
though.
I wouldn't feel comfortable doing like a tattoo.
Dude, you could for sure do a like what's your signature drawing?
Well,
What's
I could do line work of like Goku probably because you can do stencils. That's the thing is because, dude, now that you say it, because you do a stencil usually and like you can lay the stencil out, peel it, like with your tattoo, and then
Yeah.
you just go over the stencil and trace it with the tattoo
You
gun.
got that.
So if I learned how to use the tattoo gun, I could probably do some dope line work. I just wouldn't have no idea how to like color or do any shading. But I could probably do like a line work Goku.
Just
That's all. Yeah, just.
Get
I
me
mean,
in
that's
there.
basically what. With Colin's dot work here. I don't know. Maybe one day.
That's interesting. Maybe for our 100th episode. Maybe for our 100th episode, if we figured out how to go live by then, we can go live. I'll let you tattoo me. You'd have to have practice coming up, so we gotta prepare.
How about this? How
We're
about
at
this?
episode
How about this?
64.
How about this? How about this? If we at 100 at episode 100, if we have over 1,000 subscribers on YouTube,
Bet.
then I will tattoo. I will ask
Bet.
Stephen Gabriel to use his tattoo machine.
Okay.
And
Little
I'll sign
renter's
waivers.
fee.
I'll sign
Yeah.
some waivers if I got to. I mean, it's just gonna be me
We'll
and you.
YouTube that too.
And
Go follow us on YouTube at City of Palms Pod. Go follow us on
So
YouTube.
that's the
at
bet.
City of Palms Podcast.
if we pass 1,000 subscribers by episode 100, that's 40 episodes almost.
This man's gonna tattoo me, dude. I'm gonna get it like on my leg or something.
Run it up.
Something, yeah, right on my thigh or something, inner thigh. Somewhere that can be covered. Just be tatting.
All right, let's do it, bro.
Let's do it.
You want to wrap this up? We've been going for a little bit.
We can wrap it up. Hit us up on Instagram through DM or email us at cityofpalmspodcast at gmail.com if you want to email us. For shirts, nothing is a coincidence. Shirts are running at $20. So hit us up and get your shirt before they sell out.
Limited quantity. They're going.
And I will say, follow us on YouTube. When we hit 1,000 subscribers, I'm gonna get a tattoo by my brother. So, yeah. So that's gonna be that. And so head over to the YouTube because I'm honestly excited for that. It's my dream, like low key, it's my dream to get a tattoo by him. He doesn't know it, but it really is because he's a sick artist. He's like, I don't know how to do that, and then he's like, I'll try. Best Goten tattoo you'll ever see. Be like, oh, that's fire. I probably won't let him color it in though, because that is a thing. You'll probably just have to stick to some line work.
Yeah, I'll be like, can I try to color it now? I'm pretty excited. And you'll be like, it's actually out of time, actually.
His eyes are orange and like his face is blue. Like you get the shirt colors off and stuff. That's hilarious. You're like, oh, I misproportionate with this gun.
If you want to see my art, you can follow me at Professor Shred, PROF.Shred on Instagram, or Professor Shred on YouTube.
And rate and review us anywhere you listen to podcast. And yeah, make sure you follow us on YouTube. Once again, new episodes coming every Monday.
And if you don't got time for the full episodes because they're really, really long, then just check out the Instagram pages and all the social medias because we got highlight clips.
Facts. So yeah, that's been episode 64 of the City of Palms podcast. Thank you for watching, viewing, and subscribing. Hit them with that outro song. Woo.